In this section, we will install another open source service called NORAD. NORAD is a powerful flow editor for IoT. I would also consider it as an application generator. It was original open source released from IBM, and its community is strong and continue to contribute to the program. And I especially like the drag and drop UI, which lower the barrier of designing complicated IoT jobs for non-programmer like me. In our case, two main jobs to be done. One is to convert and bridge our MQTT messages. That means we will convert Arduino GPS data through NORAD and add some essential data such as time and ID and combine into a new message format, which OwnTrack and recorder servers can understand. This part. Second, we will need to use Slack application through NORAD. It will detect our GPS entering and leaving message from OwnTrack. And Slack will broadcast to all members. Okay, so let's do it. So let's come back to Docker Cloud. Okay, so remember that we created a service for recorder earlier, and we will need to install another service for NORAD. Okay, so come to here, the global search button here, and search Howard NORAD. That means that will search my spatial configured image. As you can see that you will find an image called Howard-NORAD01 under Howard WAN. Okay, so we install this image. We choose select. Okay, so the same that I would recommend to choose a shorter name, NORAD. Okay, so just to recognize it. Okay, so there also move to the port part. Okay, I would use a static port as well, but I would choose a easier remember port for me to remember later. So I would choose 3333. Okay, then that's it. We are ready to create and deploy. Okay, so you can see the status is starting. Let's wait for the status change. It's already very fast. Okay, if we need to install such scale software in our own machine, you will find it needs maybe an hour to do that. with Docker is already much faster. Okay, just wait. Okay, so you can see the status already changed to running. Okay, so and there it create a container called node-1. Okay, and status is running too. The same, we will need the endpoint for the service part. Okay, so that's copy the website, the URL. And give a note for Node. Okay, so we will use this URL a lot later. Okay, so let's go and test it. Copy the URL to the browser. And you will find, okay, the screen like this. Okay, so let me explain very briefly on this. As you can see, there are two workflows. One is called Taipei LoRA broker. So that means that will be this node will receive the message from the first device, which is enabled by LoRa WAN. And the second one is the GPS one. So that would receive the signal, the data from our broker. But we need, because the GPS data is too simple for owntracks recoded to understand. So we need to convert the GPS data. Then we need to combine them as a new data set and return it back to the MQTT broker. Okay, so that's why you can see that you can see two workflows. We'll come back to this later. But right now, we need to configure the node to connect with our MQTT server. Okay, so that's click here. As you can see that there it needs to give the server information. So that's click here. Okay, and we need the server information. Okay, so that's is the part that we need this information. Our broker server service name. Okay, and port number is 1883. That's correct already. Okay, and keep the client ID blank for auto-generated. Okay, so let's go to the security part. Remember, our username is Howard and no password, so I just enter Howard for the password randomly. Should be okay too. Okay, so that's add these credentials and done. Okay, and when we do that, we have few nodes that need to share the same account too. So let's click this one. Okay, that choose the same account. And this one choose the same account too. Okay, and this one too. But not this one. Okay, this one is designed to receive the message from different broker. Okay, so remember, when the edit is done, we need to apply the changes by clicking deploy. Okay, so let's see. Okay, there's one more here. Okay, let's choose here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you give a message. They say that this one is not configured yet. As I said, this node is connecting with a different broker, so we ignore this at this moment. So that's confirm deploy. Okay, as you can see that the message is called connected. Okay, so that means that this node is already connected with our MQTT broker. Okay, so that's tested. Okay, so I give a test node here, so it would generate my preset message. Okay, so how can we do that? Let's click the debug board, the debug tab. Okay, so that's press this one. Okay, so that means that it will generate a message and go through here to convert the GPS data and add ID information. Then it will send the message, return the combined message to the MQTT broker. Then we will subscribe the message again from here. Okay, so the message will be received from our debug tab from here. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so that means that if the message is received here, that means the message go through here, enter the broker, but received from here. Okay, so we can test this again from here as well. Okay, so you can see that this one come from the topic is called on-track hour LoRA, which is this message, and this message was received from the topic on-tracks Howard GPS GPRS. So that will be this topic. Okay, so that means that our server is well configured. Congratulations,